Game 3, Houston Rockets taking on the Phoenix Suns. We will now introduce the starter lineup. We have Raymond Pinnock of the Houston Rockets, number 25. Then we have Reggie Jackson starting at shooting guard for the injured, point guard for the injured J.R. Smith. Then we have Stephen Curry. Oh no, he's playing point guard. Yeah, Reggie Jackson plays shooting guard. Then we have LeBron James. And last but not least, we have the Big Diesel, the Big Aristotle, the Big Shamrock, Shaquille O'Neal. Are you not entertained, Kevin McHale? Is the coach. Phoenix is all bougie. They did a starting lineup for the game. Next we have Tony Allen. Just look at the mismatch in between the starting lineups, man. Brandon Knight, one of the few guys who actually ended up on his real team. Brooke Lopez. Zach Randolph. Just look at the difference in big threes. 3 Hall of Famers versus 3, I guess, above average superstars. And then we have Dominique Wilkins. Well, Dominique, I don't know. I ain't gonna say nothing. Jeff Hornacek, the new Knicks head coach in real life. And now let's start the show. The Phoenix Suns, the 7th seed, who stole a game on the road against the Rockets, now take on the Rockets at home. Can they secure home court advantage, or will the Rockets get it back? Must-win situation, I believe, for the Phoenix Suns to get momentum. I paused the game. I don't know why I paused the game. That was an accident, and I don't feel like editing it. So you're just gonna have to see my flaws, okay? Because I don't feel like taking that out. Anywho, we move on. You see, we have gameplay right from the jump. Bomb, passing it out. Reggie Jackson has the ball. What's he gonna do with it? He's gonna kick it out to Shaq. Shaq kicks it to LeBron, and LeBron pulls up. LeBron think he's Steph Curry. All their teammates now, and now you can see bomb. They get Steph Curry with the layup. So Rockets are off to a fast start, and Phoenix is struggling to score the ball. Something very similar to Charlotte, and there's something else happened. What's up with my editing? Like, it just went blank. My editing is terrible today. I apologize. And I'm not gonna fix it. It's just gonna be what it is. It's gonna be what it is, man. It's gonna be what it is. You're gonna see my flaws in this video, bro. That's what I get for watching wrestling while editing. I was watching like the Seth Rollins redesign, reclaim on the WWE Network while editing this, and you could tell I was really watching more of the WWE 24 than actually editing it. And now I'm talking about it instead of talking about the video. See, I'm slipping straight up. I'm slipping. Anywho, the Rockets are up right now. They're up 7 in the end of the first quarter. Phoenix is Sammy's team, by the way, and the Rockets is Raymond's team. So, okay, so looks like Phoenix is picking it up a little. They actually scored quicker in this time. Ooh, what a block. Uh-oh, and they answer back. See, look at Phoenix. Look at Phoenix. Took him a while. I thought he was going to score quicker, but he eventually got the ball in the hoop. There's a lot of passing. Zach Randolph doing work. Okay, Phoenix is actually looking like they're building a little run. But, boom. And 1. End of the first half. Look at Steph Curry doing his thing. It's crazy. The NBA Finals are tonight. LeBron versus Steph Curry. Ray got both of them on his team. See, Ray is greedy for that. Didn't he put Shaq with them? Bruh. And you still didn't finish in first place, bro. I'm just playing. Second place ain't bad. And who knows, you might still win the championship. But you gotta win this series first. All I know is that's the end of the first half report. If you read the bottom, you see some spoilers, and the Rockets are up 10 over the Phoenix Suns right now. In what was an okay game, I guess. I didn't really pay attention, to be honest. When I was recording this, I had found out some news about I was actually more into that than when I was recording this, because you see it's on broadcast view. Look at LeBron getting hype. Look at LeBron getting hype. It's on broadcast view, so I'm not playing these games. I'm just recording them. And Brook Lopez with a nice dunk right there. So Steph Curry with the shot. Too bad he missed it. Rebound by Raymond, and he scored. Raymond's actually injured. He got a sore ankle in the first quarter, and that's the end of the third quarter. The Rockets are still up. It was never a close game. Spoiler alert. There's no dramatic comeback. It's nothing like that. For Rockets win, they're up 2-1. Phoenix let it slide. Zach Randolph also got injured in this game. Lower back muscle pull. They both got injured in the first quarter, but managed to continue the game. And they're both going to play in game 4. And Ray actually gets fully healthy eventually. Zach Randolph is going to be hurt for like 1 to 2 weeks. So he might be hurt for the rest of his playoff run. And look at LeBron flexing, dagger, telling you it's over. But one more just for good measures, because no sportsmanships from the CPU to the other CPU. And that's the end of the first. That's the end of nothing. The first. What am I talking about? That's the end of the game. Game 3 victory for the Houston Rockets, as they now take a 2-1 lead, 58-51. And we are Jordan Brand, player of the game, goes to the king himself, LeBron James. 23 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. He went to work on Phoenix. And yeah, game 5 Tuesday. I'll show you guys the results. And yeah, show you the stats of the games, and then go into the game 3s and game 4s. So we'll see you therein now. Back again with games 3 and 4, as we see the 1-8 matchup between the Spurs and the Golden State Warriors. And yeah, the Spurs lose this game as the Golden State Warriors take a 2-1 lead now. And yeah, Klay Thompson did all he could. Klay Thompson's actually the leader in points in the playoffs right now. He is doing all he can to make the Spurs advance past the Warriors. But it just wasn't enough for Westbrook, and he got some great help from Wesley Matthews, an unlikely source. Game 4, same results. Barely overcame the Spurs. The Spurs were so close to winning this game. They needed it because now they're down 3-1. But Patrick Ewing, Russell Westbrook both dropped over 30 points in this overtime win. Barely won. And Klay Thompson just needs help, scoring help. He's doing it all, but he needs help. Oops, that's actually game 1. My bad. I went the wrong way. Klay Thompson still needs help. He had 34. A little help from Darren Williams here in game 4, but yeah, it looks rough for Joey's San Antonio Spurs, as Devontae looks like he's on his way to advance into the next round. We proceed to the game of the week. This time, this matchup between the 2 Rockets and the 7 Phoenix Suns. Don't need to go too much into detail because this was the game of the week. But we need to go into details to game 4, where we see the Rockets barely beat the Suns by 2 points to take a 3-1 lead, as they are also looking like they are ready to advance to the next round. Yeah, Dominique Wilkins, Zach Randolph, they're doing out. Zach Randolph unfortunately got injured in game 3. I'm surprised he's playing. I thought he wouldn't be able to play, but he is able to play. And Raymond also got injured in game 3. However, he was good to go for game 4. He only had a sore ankle. We move on to another game 3 between the 3rd seeded Dallas Mavericks and the 6th seeded Oklahoma City Thunder, and this one went to the Thunder as they finally won a game, so they're not going to get swept. Dwayne Wade, Chris Paul, actually I think he got hurt in this game, but he was good to go for game 4. And yeah, they needed this win and they got it. So now they're But they needed to win game 4 also, and they did not. So we have another 3-1 matchup here. As Larry Bird, Tracy McGrady, and Penny Hardaway are all good to go, and Dallas finally get their big 3 back, which they have struggled to maintain the entire season. Chris Bosh, he didn't get much help in game 4, and they need all the help they can to go against that big 3. We move on to the final Western Conference matchup of the playoffs, where we see my Portland Trailblazers take a 3-0 lead over Mia's Los Angeles Lakers. David Robinson could get 33, Tony Parker could get 22, but the rest of the team ain't scoring. It don't mean nothing. I'm a collective effort. Me and Dame Dollar got 20, and Andrew Wiggins got 19. And guess what? Check out game 4. I'm in the next round. What's up, everybody? I sweep the Lakers. I told y'all I wasn't worried. Damian Lillard with 19, Anthony Davis with 13, Andrew Wiggins with 13. David Robinson dropped 21 and still lost. Portland Trailblazers is the first team to advance to the second round as we sweep the Los Angeles Lakers. I told y'all I wasn't worried. It just got serious because right now I'm the team with the most momentum. We're going to check if anybody on the East advanced in a few seconds, but that don't matter right now because the Portland Trailblazers is waiting for either the Golden State Warriors or San Antonio Spurs, and I get enough rest to get Blake Griffin and DeMar Carroll back. Alright, keep it together, calm down. We move on. We see the Raptors taking on the Hornets, 1-8 matchup in the East. The Raptors, they take this game 3 win. They get back home court advantage, so now they're up 2-1. Michael Jordan went in again. Remember the Durant list, so it's crazy how they're struggling without Durant. Because this game doesn't show it, but game 4 shows it because they got blown out by the Hornets, and they are now tied 2-2. This should have been a sweep, but Karl Malone, Paul George, and them Hornets, they're not going away without a fight. And Michael Jordan doing all he can, 31 points, Magic getting 19 rebounds. It's like, I don't know, is that big 2 not strong enough? It's getting scary for the Raptors right now, but it could just be that the Hornets are just a pesty, fighty team. It's just, I wouldn't say have their number, but giving them a run for their money. That 2-3 matchup, we see the Cavs and the Hawks, as the Cavs are now up 3-0 against the Hawks are now up 3-0 against the Cavaliers. Dirk Nowitzki, Yao Ming doing work. James Harden again scoring. Oh, this is game 2, my bad. Game 3, James Harden had 23. Kevin Love had 22. So James Harden and Kevin Love actually try to help each other, but it don't matter because D'Angelo Russell, what? That's right, the snitch himself dropped 35 points for the Hawks and actually got them to win in game 3. That is ridiculous. They can't stop D'Angelo Russell, man. The Cavaliers don't play no defense. And Isaiah Thomas is back. But game 4, do or die for the Cavs, win or go home. And they were like, we're going to win. We're not going home yet. Isaiah Thomas and James Harden doing work. They're doing much better now with Isaiah. Well, I don't know because D'Angelo Russell dropped 35 on him. But, yeah, he dropped 18. He's actually doing work. Now, look, he's doing more work than Steve Nash. Is he starting or something? Did he snitch on Steve Nash that he getting all his glory? I don't know, but D'Angelo Russell kind of doing work. But Dirk Nowitzki and them boys, not enough in game 4. So this is now 3-1. And the Cavs look to make some noise in game 5 to hopefully prolong the series. Another close matchup. I'm lying. Look at that score. It was a blowout for the Knicks. The Knicks blow out the Magic as they now take a 2-1 lead, regain back home court advantage. And Kobe Bryant has been playing out of his mind. Kobe Bryant probably should have made the All-Star game, but the Knicks had 2 All-Stars ready, so somebody had to drop out because they didn't have a super record. But yeah, it's a real struggle now that Orlando's All-Star LaMarcus Aldridge is injured. And in this system, it looks like Kawhi Leonard isn't like the biggest threat ever. And you know you ain't getting no points out of DeAndre Jordan. Moving on to game 4, Kawhi Leonard is doing all he can, but just not enough. 2-point loss for the Magic. Disappointing loss. The Knicks take a 3-1 lead as Nemo Bobby went off, dropped 32. Got some help from the team collective effort. And the Knicks are looking to move on in game 5 in New York. Game 3 between Brooklyn and Chicago. Chicago's struggling. They desperately desperately look like they need Derrick Rose back. They are just tiny. They're a tiny team. Iverson and Kemba Walker now, and then when Derrick Rose come back, Derrick Rose and Iverson, they're a tiny team, but they lose game 3 and they're like they're about to get swept, but nope, they pull off the game 4 win. They live to fight another day. Julius Erving and Iverson at 31 apiece. This is what they need to do nightly. That is 62 points by their big 2, because Derrick Rose, their other big 3, is out. So yeah, everybody is either up 3-1 or everybody's up 3-1 or down 1-3. Unless you got swept like the Lakers or you're 2-2 like the 1-8 matchup. Yep, that's all for this episode. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff.